Yeah, good evening and welcome to the Game Day phone-in on talkSPORT. I'm your host, Jermaine. Alongside me, former Liverpool and Arsenal winger Jermaine Pennant. This show is for the fans, by the fans. Get involved, 03 717 223344. Another goal gets Arsenal over the line against Brighton. Own goal FC, we're calling them now. They respond to Man City's win at Nottingham Forest. You can have your say on the title race. Are Arsenal unconvincing? Elsewhere, Fulham take points at West Ham. Wow, what is going on at West Ham? West Ham fans, surely you've had enough of this. You are staring the Championship in the face. It is all gone wrong. 03 717 223344. Brentford on fire, continuing their fine form. Keith Andrews, what a manager he's turning out to be in the Premier League. They brushed aside Bournemouth, who are sliding down the Premier League table. Burnley missed a chance to get some points. A 0-0 with Everton. You can have your say on all the games. Plus, we're going to keep you up to date in the massive game. 5:30. It's just kicked off between Chelsea and Aston Villa. Ian Abrahams is there.
4.5 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, Villa 0. But Chelsea with Garnacho down the left-hand side has the ball. He tries to feather it inside the penalty area. It's cleared away. We've seen one Cole Palmer shot already, just curled by the underside, the back of the far post, I should say, as Morgan Rogers picks it up for Villa, and he could have a pop here for them. Villa 0, Chelsea 0, as Rogers inside the penalty area can't get past Badia Shill. Chelsea 0, Villa 0.
Yeah, back we move for all the big moments in that game. You know what to do, though. Pick up the phone now if you've been to watch your team play. 03 717 223344. Jermaine Pennant, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, mate.
You have a good one?
Yeah, it was very chilled. What about you, pal?
Yeah, nothing, mate. Just ate too much, drunk too much.
You got the Baileys?
Bit of Baileys.
Oh, he's got to have a Baileys.
I got a Terry's chocolate orange Baileys. I'm not going to lie, mate. Didn't go down well.
Nah, you got to keep it natural.
Yeah, I know. I made a mistake, but I still got through it. Got through the bottle. Woke up this morning, got on the scales. It's not looking good, pal. It's not looking good.
You're looking relegation.
Yeah, it's relegation form. I look like West Ham right now.
Looking like Wolves.
Oh, dear me. What is going on at West Ham, mate? They are terrible.
They're not. It's not great. It's not great if you're a Hammer at the moment. You know, Lions. Yeah.
They've gone to pot.
5 points. 5 points adrift. Could potentially playing in the Championship next year in the London Stadium. In the Championship, the biggest stadium in the Championship.
Oh, mate, they should. I think if they go down, they should have. They shouldn't be allowed that ground.
Do you think they have to vacate?
Yeah, I think they have to vacate, mate. You got to go and play a share with Orient or something. You can't have. It's unacceptable to have the Olympic Stadium in the Championship. It's unacceptable, mate.
Yeah.
You know, this thing's used to watching, winners, gold medalists, and they're going to have Championship football. No, it's unacceptable. They should vacate. They really should. West Ham have absolutely fallen apart. And you're still convinced that they can get out of it. I'm not convinced at all. I think they're gone.
But look, I know evidence and all showing at the minute. My argument is not very good. Put it that way. You just got to look at the teams who are around them. Forest, you think they're going to be sturdy. They're strong. They're putting a good performance against Man City at home, and I think at the home advantage for them, which will keep them in the league. You look who else is around there. Leeds, I don't know. They've just
Leeds is home form, right? It's I said at the start of the season, the teams that come up, can you make your home stadium a bit of a fortress, right? Leeds, Ellen Road, it can be a fortress if they get it right, and I think their home form state. Sunderland have been superb, right?
Well, you got to look at the beat as well. Look, they beat Chelsea at home. They drew to Liverpool. That's no easy going. I know Liverpool are not.
The problem West Ham have got, Jam, is at home. It's so toxic. The atmosphere is so bad there. The fans have had enough of the football that they're watching. They've had enough with the owners. So when they're turning up, the whole atmosphere is just all wrong. Plus the ground is miles away from the pitch, but they can't change that. There's nothing you can do. I'm just looking at it going, they are done. They're gone. This is the season that we're going to see West Ham go down.
I think if there was a season, then this is it, because like I've just mentioned, Forest, I think they're going to be safe. I really do. And I think it's going to be a battle off between them and Leeds. Bournemouth, I know Spurs are 14th.
Don't worry about us, mate.
But I think they will be safe. So Yeah, if you're a West Ham fan right now, it's not looking good. You know, people say, yeah, can't wait for 2026, New Year. If you're a West Ham fan, I don't think you want New Year coming, mate.
No. I just don't see how they get out of it. I see a picture of the owner. They pan to him when the games we were watching, and
But this is nothing new, Jay. They've been having issues with the board, with the owners for so long, and there's only a certain amount of time that it's not going to start filtering down and be very toxic for the club as a whole. When you're consistently back and forth, having a go, not happy with the owners, there's only comes a point where it all crumbles, it all doesn't work out, and you're going to end yourself up in the Championship.
Yeah, fair play to Fulham. It's a big result for them because they haven't been great this season, but it picks them out of a bit of trouble.
10th.
Yeah, well, the last few games they've picked up, and they look. I was never worried about Fulham anyway, but it's a couple of big results for them. Let's go to Jack. He's a West Ham fan. All right, Jack.
You all right, boys?
Hello, mate.
Jack, what's happened? I feel like I'm saying this every single weekend. West Ham, it's terrible.
James, you know what, right? 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer now, when we moved from Upton Park over to the London Stadium, we got promised Champions League football, we got promised signings, top quality signings. I'm looking here now, driving home, and I'm like, in 10 months' time, we're going to go and play Stoke.
Good team, Stoke, mate.
Good team on a Tuesday.
Good team, mate.
Stoke on a Tuesday, boys, right? Sullivan, God rest his soul, Gold, and Brady, they slowly... 5,000 loyal fans every week at Upton Park to having an extra 30,000 at the... It ain't even a stadium, right? It's not a stadium. How can he justify being an owner of that club? Walk tonight. He's got to walk. He's got to go.
Who? The owner?
Sullivan, he's got to go.
They ain't going nowhere, mate. The owners ain't going nowhere. You know that. They ain't going nowhere.
Listen, West Ham fans, right, they'll all say the same. He needs to go tonight. He's sell the club. Sell it.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna be easy. You ain't gonna if you
Right,
want to sell the club.
listen, how can you play, right, being a known team today, no striker? When you've got Callum Wilson, who's on a players-to-play contract, yeah, sitting on the bench.
No, but you never have a striker. You brought that Fulkrug was meant to come in, and he weren't no good.
There you go. Right, so since Sullivan's been in charge
When
at
was
West
the last
Ham,
time you had a decent striker?
You tell me, James. You tell me.
But and it also
Made the
Nuno.
foe.
Nuno's playing the no strikers. That's not the owners.
Since Sullivan took charge of that club, we've gone through nearly, I think it's 70 strikers. Not one of them strikers has got more than 15 goals in a season.
And you got to look at the recruitment team. You got to look. End of the day, the Sullivan, all he does is he gives you the funds.
Noble, sporting director, West Ham through and through.
Yeah.
Why ain't he putting these two pence piece in?
Well, I'm sure he is behind the scenes. Do you know what I mean? But
Well, it ain't looking good, mate. It's not looking good. Listen, my West Ham died 10 years ago. Yeah, if it weren't for my boy, I wouldn't go to that stadium. But because I want him to watch football, right, we go. And after this season, my season ticket's going back. I'm done. I'm finished.
You're not, if you're in the Championship, you're not going to renew?
No. Why should I pay my hard working money, right? It cost me nearly 1,200 quid a season to go and watch that. 1,200 quid a season it cost me. But listen, I could go and spend it on a lot more better things.
Are you still going to support them though if they are in the Championship?
Oh,
Why are you in an hurry, Jack? Jack.
You're not going to support.
I probably won't.
What do you mean?
That's me done.
What do you mean? You're going to pick a new team?
Pick a new team. Go to Millwall.
Well, you're going to pick a new team. Who are you picking?
What? I'm going to go and watch Stanley Jamlet.
Dudley Jamlet.
I'm going with
All right down there, Dudley's right. They get some good fans, mate. It's good little ground. 3,000 they pack in there.
Proper supporters, unlike 30,000 tourists in it. You know what I mean?
You can't change your club, mate. Just because you're in the Championship, you're gonna have to deal with it.
Oh, listen, I'll always be West Ham, but why Sullivan's in charge? No, that's me done, mate. That's me done.
Look, just all right. The owners, I get there's a massive problem with the owners, and I understand it. But I'm watching you play, all right, and I thought Nuno coming in was a good appointment. but you just look so flat, so devoid of ideas. You don't look like you've got any creativity. It's just sideways, backwards.
There's no creative whatsoever over there. Nothing.
It's really bad.
Listen, as you just said, right? What team sits nearly half a mile away from the pitch?
Not in the Premier League, not in the English football tier. It doesn't really happen. We base ourselves on the atmosphere and that home fan.
I know, but Jack, you've got to create an atmosphere. I know, I get it. It's hard. I do, I get it. We've got nothing to cheer about.
When we're getting promised things, we're getting promised Champions League football in 10 years.
Yeah, there's no guarantees in football, right? You had Europa League football. You had Europa Conference League final.
Sunderland signed 15 players. Everyone wanted thinking to themselves, oh, they're going down, signing 15 players. They're up there.
Yeah, because they got an atmosphere and they got a club that are all around each other. The fans, there's a connection. Sunderland Stadium lights, brilliant. You go there, it's a fortress. You turn up at West Ham, everyone enjoys going to play there. It's a nice pitch, beautiful pitch. You go there and enjoy yourself.
Do you know what? I was going to swear then. I'm on national radar. I'm not going to swear.
Well done, mate. Well done.
We have to.
So we're.
Hey, got me man moved to Liverpool.
Hey?
Got me man moved to Liverpool.
Oh, what?
The owners. The owners.
Jack, listen, mate. Thanks for
Listen, we're down. We're finished.
No, you are. I think you're actually gone. I genuinely
think
I think you're done. I can't see a way out. It's a bit harsh.
We are.
It's a bit harsh, but yeah, you ain't far off that. Let's go to John. He's a West Ham fan. John.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
John, how are you feeling? I don't know where. It's hard being a Tottenham fan, but a West Ham fan at the minute. Jeez.
Do you know what, mate? To be fair, I'm driving back down the A13 towards Canberra for a pint and a lobster snack to cheer myself up a little bit.
Yeah.
I went now. I want to talk about the game today rather than the owners and the stadium.
Yeah, go on.
Like the game today we got there, we was optimistic. Obviously, it's Fulham at our place. First half, I thought we'd done all right. You know, I mean, you're saying that we was really, really, really poor. We showed signs of creativity today. I thought we moved the ball around well. I thought Paqueta was doing well. Somerville, they was all doing well. Do you know what it is for me today? It's being in the bottom three and lacking confidence in front of goal.
Yeah.
It's just gone from them. Do you know what I mean? You're looking at Jared Bowen. His confidence looks like that. You do not want him losing confidence.
No.
And I feel like he's losing a little bit of confidence.
A bit of hope as well. I mean, a bit of hope, bit of belief.
Hope. You know, second half he made the changes. You know, there was nothing wrong with the changes he made. We haven't got strength in depth, I don't think, to cope with the players that have gone to Africa. But then in the last 20 minutes, players went missing. Paqueta got pulled off, whether he was tired or not. He went missing. You can't have big players like Paqueta going missing.
No.
You know, you cannot have, and if you're going to have big players like him going missing and not rolling in the last 20, you're going to lose 1-0. And it was cut.
John, you're losing a bit of reception, mate. I don't think they have it down in Canvey Island. You still there? No, he's gone. Yeah, they definitely got no reception in Canvey Island. Listen, he makes a good point, John. Big players have got to step up in big moments, whether you're at the top of the table or the bottom of the table. They need some players to roll the sleeves up and pull something out of the bag. And if these West Ham fans are turning up and they're seeing players go missing, like your Paquetas, like Jared Bowen, for me, you can hang your hat on him most weeks. But if he loses a bit of belief and a bit of hope, they're in big trouble.
Look, we've all been here playing football when results ain't going well. And week to week, we look at results. We look at who's near us. We look at who's won, who's lost. We look at where we are in the table. And it plays on your mind a little bit. Yeah. You know that this game is huge because XYZ just won.
Yeah.
Or, you know, lost XY. So the confidence and the morale, it's extra tight on you. You know, mentally, it's difficult.
Yeah.
When you're in that period, when you're in that ruck and you feel the fans on your back as well, it doesn't help. It doesn't help the players.
Well, the players have got to find something, haven't they?
But no, they've got to find something. Sometimes it's difficult when you're in that momentum of keep losing. Mm-hmm. It just, you know, that win seems to be harder than what it should be.
Yeah. I mean, today they say it was positive at some moments, but you have to beat Fulham at home if you want to stand in the Premier League. You got to win that game. Right, get your calls in. Loads to talk about. One here from Arsenal fans. A bit unconvincing, should we say? Man City flying high Their win again away from home, big result for them. Brentford, they must be absolutely buzzing. Keith Andrews, what a job he's doing. They beat Bournemouth 4-1. Loads to talk about. 03 717 22 33 Yeah, you're listening to the Game Day phone-in on talkSPORT. I'm your host, Jermaine, alongside me, Jermaine, Pennant. Have your say in all of today's fixtures. 03 717 22 33 Let's get an update, though. In the 5:30 game, Ian Abrams watching Chelsea v Villa.
Midway through the first half, Chelsea 0, Villa 0. Best two chances to Chelsea early on. Cole Palmer, 15 yards out, right-hand side of the penalty area, a shot which just went past the far post. And then Enzo Fernandez, after good work by Garnacho and Palmer, edge of the area, tried to curl one in, and it just went past the other post from the position of Emi Martinez. Morgan Rogers looks to be trying too hard at the moment. He's already pushed over Cucurella, who seems to be annoying him no end. It's Chelsea 0, Villa 0.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Play in a different league this season with Safe Sum from Betfair. 18 plus, gambleaware.org.
Yeah, let's get the latest odds in that 30 game. All thanks to Betfair. It's currently 0-0. Chelsea to win is 11-8 on. The draw is 5-2. Aston Villa to win is 7-2. That's all thanks to Betfair 18+. BeGambler.org.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Play in a different league this season with Safe Sum from Betfair. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Right, let's hear from Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta speaking to Alex Crook following today's 2-1 win over Brighton.
Does it put any extra pressure on when Manchester City win earlier in the day and you drop to second place, because it felt like the crowd were a bit anxious as a result of that once Brighton scored?
But it's a situation. You want to win by bigger margins, go to a different league, and I'm sure you can have 8, 9, 12 points and sleep very good in Christmas. If you want to be winning the Premier League at this level in the Premier League, you have to be very happy where you are.
And on the injuries, what is the situation with Calafiori and Timber? How long will they be out for?
We don't know. We have to scan them tomorrow. Obviously, they could not train and play, and we have to wait.
Just one on Declan Rice, though, obviously playing out of position at right back. How good was he today?
It doesn't matter. As a 6, as an 8, as a 10, as a fullback, I think he was phenomenal, because his attitude, when I told him that I was thinking about doing that, it was extraordinary. And then when you put that kind of energy with the quality that he has, good things happen.
Yeah, that was Mikel Arteta speaking after the game. Declan Rice playing fullback. I mean, this boy can do anything, right?
You play him anyway, he would do a shift for you.
Yeah, he's a proper captain, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely a future captain for Arsenal, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Gab, who's an Arsenal fan. Right, Gab?
Evening, Jay. Hello, Penners. How are the Pervy? Did you have a good Christmas?
Great Christmas, matey.
Very good.
Yeah, full to the brim. No more food for me for about 3 weeks.
Well, you know what, Chunk, right? I see you on Twitter and I remarked on it. Your beautiful little girl was holding a big wad of notes, mate, but I don't think you backed the gaffer's horse that well, mate. I think you put a goggle on it.
Well, only a few quid, mate. You know, I'm still got to pay the ex-wife, haven't I?
Oh, well, that'll chest up, bruv.
What a window from Jukebox, man, eh? Did you back him?
Well, listen, you know how it is, Jay. We have this conversation every other week. You know, everybody's getting slapped up by us, even when we're not playing well. But I've took my good friend Nico. It's his first ever game in the UK.
Yeah.
And he's come today and he's experienced the Emirates. And do you know what? I phoned my friend who was at West Ham today, and I heard you slapping up Arsenal and slapping up West Ham. And I said to him, what do you think of Tottenham? And do you know his words were, they're a small club, they're good, they're okay. I said, how about in retrospect to West Ham? And he says, they're similar. He said, they're similar. So, Jay, you've got to wear the crown, mate. At the end of the day, if you're going to come for people, you lot have got Palace tomorrow. If you lose, you're right in amongst it, mate. That's the.
We're not in a relegation fight, mate. We're not.
You said that last year, Jay.
Yeah,
you said that last year.
And we weren't. We finished 17th, but it was never in it, were we? We was never in it. If
What
we
does
need to
Pennant
win, we'll
think?
win.
What does Pennant think in regards to Tottenham? Does he think?
Don't worry about Tottenham. Let's talk about your mob. Don't worry about our scabs. Yeah, like we've come on here. Let's talk about your mob. Yous are unconvincing. Raya pulled out the save of the season for you lot.
Listen, but isn't that why, James? Isn't that a case of you have that keeper in that position to do what he has to do?
Absolutely, of course. But But you know, you're not brushing teams aside, are you? I'm not watching Arsenal and thinking, God, what a side these are going to walk in.
We had 15 shots at half time. Brighton had none.
Yeah.
You know, I told you the other day.
Gab, listen, what about this, though? I would say, look, your player of the month for Arsenal has been OG.
Good player.
Good player.
Oggy's good player, Gab.
Six goals, and 4 of them have been own goals. One of them has been a penalty. Can you just say, is that a sign of champions or is that a bit of luck?
Penners, I phoned up the other night and the chunk will tell you, I said to Cundy, we're actually OGFC, mate. We're not set piece OG, right? Do you know what? Listen, guys, this is the bottom line. We've watched football, you two especially. You've played in the 90s, you've played in the 2000s, and we've seen sides over the years do what Arsenal are doing every week. Do the absolute bare minimum to get through games. And City might be flying, and Shirky, probably the signing of the season in the Premiership, I have to hold my hands up for that money. He's absolutely flying now. But at the end of the day, it's a season. We've not got a firing striker. I reckon Jermaine could have been.
What's going on with Gyökeres, mate? What is going on with him? Because
I've said this all along with Gyökeres. Yeah, I've said it from the start of the season. You're getting a player who was playing in the League One for Coventry.
Yeah.
And didn't work out at Brighton.
Yeah.
And went to Portugal and lit it up. So did Darwin Núñez. He lit up the Portuguese league.
Yeah.
Premier League and the Portuguese league is night and day. So I was saying, he's not all of a sudden going to be a world-class player. 4 years ago, was in League One. World-class players don't play in League One. I'm just saying.
Pennant, I get what you're saying, and I think every Arsenal fan feels like that at the moment. Do you know what? I said to the lads in the group, Jesus come on, I think, and Martinelli, and do you know what? Gyökeres just doesn't seem to have that ability to run to that near post. And Saka's looking to find him, and he's looking for that inch-perfect ball on the penalty spot. And Martinelli come on, and he's done exactly what Gyökeres hadn't done for 65 minutes. And I think every Arsenal fan can see it, and I just think he's lacking belief, lads. But at the end of the day, we haven't done £120 million on a striker here. We've done £65 million. It hasn't got to 100% work. Tottenham done big money on Solanke, and I would have rather had Solanke at Arsenal than I would have Gyökeres or...
You'd rather have Solanke?
Oh, mate, Solanke went... The build-up and the hold-up that Solanke has about with him, when he's fully fit, I don't think there's many other strikers in the world that can hold up the ball and bring others into it like Solanke does.
So you'd rather have Solanke than Gyökeres?
If there's both fit, I think I'd rather have Solanke.
No, I know. I'm asking an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, but you're going Spursy on your own player there, mate. That's
no. I ain't seen Solanke play this season. I like Solanke, but he was okay last season. He's got injured this season. I ain't seen him. Do you know what I mean?
He still scored 15 goals in a bang average Tottenham side.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just surprised that an Arsenal fan's coming in here saying that you'd rather a Spurs player than an Arsenal player.
No. Let's get it right. I said I'd rather have Solanke than I would have.
Spurs player. That's 100% what you said.
I'd rather have had Ekatike, mate, because that guy's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's the dog.
But he went to a bigger club, didn't he?
Well, he didn't go to the bigger club, Jay. He just fancied a bit of up north, mate. When it gets too cold up there, he'll come down south, mate. Don't worry about that penners. When I want to stop wearing
You're not
gloves,
convincing,
mate,
though. Are you, Gabs? Look, fair play to you. You're getting results, and that's one thing you can say with Arsenal. You're getting results. There's a lot of 2-1s, a lot of 1-0s,
a lot of own goals.
You know, a lot of OGs, a lot of set pieces. When it gets to the back end of the season, them results, they could turn. That save from Raya, it's an unbelievable save. But on another day, that Nestle's in the top corner, you draw 2-2, and you're kicking your feet. Wolves, conceding the 93rd, and then you go and win it. Unbelievable, fair play. Right? But them results, they don't keep happening.
We saw it with Liverpool. Do you know, the last minutes for the 5-6 games first start of the season, you can't keep relying on that. And they're finding out now. And same with Arsenal. You can't keep relying on own goals and set pieces. There will come a time where someone's going to, right, now we're going to shut shop and you've got to beat us an open play.
Do you know what, gents? We really missed today. We really missed Declan Rice in the centre of the park. And we've got a versatility in a lot of players there. And for me, it was like, well, why don't you try Mourinho on the right back? Why don't you try Norgard on the right? When we lose Declan Rice out the middle of the park, the guy was knackered, mate. They're trying to pass him balls through like he's Timber or he's Benny White. And it's just like, you know, you're expecting too much of him. But
the thing is when you got a player like him, the manager's looking at it. I've got injuries. Who can I trust? Who can I hang my hat on and say, right, I know he's going to do a job for me. He ain't going to let us down. This is a game we have to win. And I'm struggling at fullback. Who can I rely on? Declan Rice. It's simple as that. And, you know, that's why he's in the side. That's why he's one of the best players. He's the best £100 million player, I think, you know, you could buy. He's an unbelievable player. Gabby, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. There's some Arsenal fans. 100% Mo's phoned us up. I don't know what he wants. So Liverpool started winning. It's funny how he starts getting on the phone again. Get him in, though. 03 717 22 33 44. You're listening to the Game Day Phone In. Me, Jamie Hara, and 2007 Champions League finalist Jermaine Pennant. A reminder of today's Premier League results. Forest, they lost 2-1 to Man City. That was live and exclusive on talkSPORT at 3 p.m. Arsenal 2-1 against Brighton. Liverpool 2-1 against Wolves. West Ham lost at home to Fulham. Brentford 4-1 against Bournemouth. Burnley 0-0. Let's go to Ian Abrahams watching Chelsea-Aston Villa.
Chelsea 1, Villa 0. Chelsea have just scored. It was a Reece James corner in towards the near post, and the featherest of touches might have come from at the near post. One of the defenders, I'm just waiting to have it confirmed, who's actually scored a goal. It might actually been James's corner, has gone in all by itself. Chelsea have been bang on top here. Cole Palmer with an effort. Fernandes to Pedro Neto's ball in for João Pedro, nearly produced a goal. Chelsea wanted a penalty as well for a foul by Lindelof on Neto. It wasn't much of a foul. And I think Reece James has scored here with a corner that's gone straight in. It was towards the near post. It doesn't look like anyone's touched it anyway. Well, Reece James is getting the congratulations. Just seeing a super slow-mo of it now at the near post. It's very, very congested. It might have come off absolutely nobody. I think Reece James is going to claim that one. It's Chelsea 1, Villa 0.
Yeah, I don't know what Emi Martinez is doing on the
He's
line.
fighting with everyone.
Yeah, he's having a fight with two of the Chelsea players and then forgets he's got to keep the ball at the back of his net.
Oh, I think that's come off.
This is
João Pedro.
Yeah. Do you think João Pedro's nicked that?
Off his back, look.
Nah,
his leg is off his leg.
João Pedro nicked that. It's come off his calf.
I didn't have a clue.
Take them all day. Right, it's 1-0. Big fair play to Chelsea. Decent start from them. Aston Villa got a big mountain to climb. But Jermaine's at Liverpool, they scraped past 2-pointers. Wolverhampton Wanderers at Anfield. Here's Wolves boss Rob Edwards speaking to our man Matt Jones.
I noticed at the end you pushing Mane towards the away fans to give him their support really for how good his performance was. Could you just elaborate on just how impressive he was today?
I thought he was excellent. He was really brave. I thought he was really, really, really good. Full of running, full of endeavour. He was brave. You know, he had a number of shots. He wasn't afraid to take a shot on or take a risk, which is everything that you want to see from a player, not just a young player. The fans haven't got much to cheer about at the moment, but I wanted them to go and give him a really good reception he deserved, and that they were willing to wanted to give him as well, because he was real bright light for us today, in what is obviously a difficult period for the club.
It is a difficult period, but as we've said, that there have been positives. So how do you kind of keep spirits as high as they possibly can be when you go into the dressing room after that?
The only thing we can do is keep fighting. So I can talk about how that felt now, and we got to harness that, and we got to take that forward. They all felt it. They could see the performance, feel the performance. That's why they were pushing. You could feel the energy in the crowd. We got to try and harness that. But we've had that before. In the 7 games that we've been here as well, we've had good performances. We've been close. We've pushed good teams. We have to do it for 98 minutes or whatever it might be, and we have to do it without mistakes. To give ourselves a platform as well. But we've shown, like I said, I'll repeat myself, we've shown real fighting spirit, some really good quality, and all the qualities that we need to get points in this league. We showed that in the second half there. We didn't go under, and that's where the fans were they were with us at the end there.
Yeah, Rob Edwards obviously speaking after the game. Jammer, they've got 2 points. They're the first team in English history to only get 2 points after 18 games.
Yeah, I've never seen something this bad. Look, you feel for them at Arsenal. They should have come away with at least a point there, and they're putting a great, solid defensive display. But 18 games played, and your team have got 2 points. That's not allowed. No, it's genuinely not allowed to happen.
Yeah, it's bad.
All you need to do is just win one, and you get more than that. Just win one game out of the 18 and lose the rest. You still have more points than 2 points. I don't know what's gone on with Wolves. I don't know how they find themselves in this position. But having 2 points almost halfway through the season is not allowed. You should have automatically relegation. You should be kicked out of the league.
Kicked out? Kicked out after 18?
Yeah,
gone.
Some points, something, yeah, because that is not happening. That's
bad.
That should not happen.
That's bad. It is. It's one of the worst things I've seen. But look, they've sold the best players over the last 3-4 seasons, and it's caught up with them. Rob Edwards has got into a sinking ship. he can't pick up a result either. And they done all right today. You know, they put in a shift, but they just, I mean, come on, you got to win something. You got, I mean, 11 points is the worst with Derby. That's getting buried.
Oh yeah,
that's gone. They'll do well to get 5 points.
They won't be breaking double figures. I can't see breaking double figures.
You should get a ban for 2 seasons.
Even if you get promoted,
if you win the league in the Championship,
you're not allowed.
You're not allowed back up, mate. You got to get over 5 points.
Oh, that is.
What about your team though, Liverpool? Yeah. I have to say, Florian Wirtz today. I've been watching him last few weeks. Well, look, we watch all the games, and he's coming for a lot of stick at the start of the season, Florian Wirtz. But I tell you what, he's starting to look all right. He's starting to look good on the ball.
I said this all along, Jay. I said if you watch him on the ball, he's fantastic. His IQ, his touches, you know, he passes the ball just at the right time. He glide past players. He just hasn't been getting on the assist or scoring. But if Liverpool would have put off some of the chances that he's created, because he's the most chances, he would have had almost double figures in assists.
Yeah.
But just Liverpool haven't been playing that well. But it was good to see him get his goal.
Yeah.
And like I said, he put in a man of the match performance again.
I think when what I'm starting to realise is you see like these players who come over from, you know, playing in Europe, Xavi Simons, Florian Wirtz, you know, like the tidy little players who can make things happen. But I think when they first come over here, I think it shocks them.
Oh, yeah.
How intense the game is, how physical the game is, how referees, you know, normally you get them ones that you get knocked off the ball in Europe, you might get them, you don't get them over here. Yeah. And it takes them a bit of time. See it with Xavi Simons. He got sent off against Liverpool because he was stupid, but he looks like he's got more of an edge to his game. He looks like he'll go and press, he'll go and stick a foot in, knows how to shield the ball a bit better. Watching Florian Wirtz, that's all of a sudden what I'm starting to see. You know, he's starting to, he can hold the ball, he gets in the right spot, he knows he's physical, he knows there's going to be contact all the time, and it actually takes him a bit of time to get into it. They've left it too late, Liverpool, to put up any sort of chance of a Premier League push, but they got to be thinking top 4 minimum, right?
Oh, 100%. You can't be current Premier League champions and not thinking of playing Champions League football next season. Not with the money they spent as well. They have to be minimum top 4 and going for some sort of silverware.
But they still allow teams back in the game. You know, they're walking walls. They're all over them, right? They could have put them to the sword 4-5. Allow Wolves back in the game 2-1. You know, anything can happen.
Yeah, do you know what I see is that there's some scar tissue there still with previous results. You know, people scoring last minute equalisers or last minute winners.
Yeah,
and there's a bit of scar tissue. They're not fully comfortable and confident yet.
Yeah,
they're like, okay, it's 2-1. Oh, there's 5 minutes left. Let's not concede again. And you know, when you're not confident in that sense, you drop back. You let the other team have more possession. They come forward and they throw everything at you. So they're still in that little period where they need a couple more results. All right, we can handle this.
Yeah.
Let's go and get a third. Let's go make it 3-1 rather than sitting on our rolls at 2-1.
All right, let's see if the quad's still on. Let's go to 100% Mo, Liverpool fan. All right, Mo?
Hey, Jimmy and Gemma. How are we?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, man. Well, Jimmy, you actually said what I was going to say about Florian Wirtz. What a superstar that boy is.
Well, he's not a superstar yet, but he's looking better than he was.
He is. What do you mean he's not a superstar yet? He is. He's different class. Different class.
No, he played well today, but I'm seeing more from him, definitely. I'm seeing more from him.
Him and Akitike, and when Isak gets back, I mean, they are going to be awesome, Jimmy G. They are going to be awesome.
What about Salah?
You know what I mean? Say again, Jimmy G.
What about Salah? You ain't mentioned him. What about him when he comes back?
You know, unfortunately, I think the Liverpool FSG, they want to get rid of Salah.
You think he's gone? Is that what your sources are saying, Mo?
My sources, well, we're trying to get some information, but, you know, Salah's agent, Remy Abbas, he's a very, very difficult person to get hold of. So we haven't got any news on that, so I would not, half of your sources are fake news. I won't give you fake news there, Jimmy G. But I did mention to you the other night when I won my the great honour of
Sports Personality of the Year.
Yeah, And I just said, and you should be introducing me as that this year until somebody else wins it off me.
Well, you've won it now, mate. You know, you got the trophy. That's it. What do you want?
So,
what more do you want?
So, like I said to you, Tottenham are going to spend big money this window, in January. So you don't need to worry; they won't get relegated. Like the other chap was just saying.
You're letting teams back in, though, Mo. Still a bit of a problem.
Listen. Jermaine is a top guy. He just mentioned it. There is a bit of a, let's say, a bit of a
Spit it out, Mo.
Yeah, just a bit of something there. You know, like
just a bit of something there. What's that mean? Meant to be the Sports Bar Personality of the Year. What's that garbage you're coming out with?
Listen, Jimmy, listen, yeah. It's like this, yeah. Jermaine's got muscle memory. If he went to the gym, he'll be pumped up in the next 2 weeks. You don't have no muscle memory. You went to the gym. You'll be totally different. You get me? So
hey, don't worry about my muscle memory, mate. It's all there. It's just got a couple of layers on top of it.
A couple of coats.
Yeah, it's just got got a nice jacket.
It's got a Canada Goose.
Yeah, but I mean, congratulations to you, Jimmy G. Yesterday, you've been a winner. You know, you won some money yesterday, and, you know, fair play to you.
Mo, listen, wait there, because it's half-time at Stamford Bridge in Abrams.
Chelsea 1, Villa 0. Villa have been poor and Chelsea deserve to lead, although their goal won't go down in anybody's goal of the season. It's the 6th of the season for João Pedro, but he owes everything to not shaving his legs last night and not to much else. It was a Reece James corner on the near side that was curling in anyway. It flicked off one of the hairs he didn't shave off last night and went into the back of the net beyond Martinez, who has to be questioned, as indeed his Villa defence do. Fernandes, Cole Palmer and João Pedro before that all had chances to score. Chelsea, as I said, a much better team. Unai Emery with much to do if his team are to protect their run of 10 wins in all competitions coming into this game. At the break, it's thanks to João Pedro, Chelsea 1, Villa 0.
Yeah, decent first half performance from them, that's for sure. Going back to Mo. Look, Mo, what's acceptable now then for Liverpool? Because you've climbed the table, you're back to full.
What do you mean what's acceptable? We're going to win the league, Jay.
Oh, mate, shut up. You're not winning the league. What do you mean you're winning the league? You're 10 points. You're 10 points behind.
It's not over yet, is it? It's not over.
But it's for Liverpool.
Yeah, it is, Mo. Let's be.
You ain't catching up 10 points.
Yeah, we've got him.
1 second, my love. 1 second, my love. I'm just speaking to Jimmy G. Jimmy G, there's no chance. There's no chance. There's no chance they're going to catch us up. Sorry, look, 53.
Come on. Who's asking for a cab, Mo? What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort the cab out.
Just £5, love. Just £5 for you.
He's taking a job on radio.
£10 for you.
No, do it £8, Mo. Do it for £8.
It's Christmas, Mo.
Come on, Mo. £8.
I'm sorry, lover, but the other lads are not on, so it'll be like a £5 extra. I'm just speaking to a clown on the radio. I'm actually on the radio. You are actually on the radio on talkSPORT here. We've got a clown called Jimmy G, and he's a Tottenham fan, and he thinks Tottenham are good, but they're not. They're terrible.
It's just who we are, mate.
£10. Where's she going, Mo? Tenner? Tenner in Liverpool? Where's she going?
All right, man. Look, do you want one, or do you want to ring back after? No problem. With the dog. Thank you, love. We love dogs, love. We love dogs. Bye-bye, love. Bye. Bye. Sorry, Jimmy G. I was just on the customer then. She just snapped me. She said, "Who's that clown on the radio?"
Mo, you kill me. You kill me, Mo. Honestly. A tenner. Mo, come on, mate. You should have done... Mo.
Answer me this question, yeah? Answer me this question. You have been a professional football. So has Jermaine. Why can't Liverpool do it?
Because you're 10 points behind. That's why you can't do it. You're 10 points behind.
We've got to go beat... Listen, we've got City to play and Arsenal. We've just got to go at Emirates and beat Arsenal.
I just can't see Arsenal dropping 10 points.
They ain't dropping 10 points, mate.
They
ain't
drop
happening.
3.
They are, mate. They are.
But Mo, I've got a bone to pick with you, mate. It's Christmas. People have spent money. Phoned up, £10. You should have done it for 8. You lost out on a customer there. You're greedy. You're greedy. You're greedy.
No, I didn't.
No, you're greedy. You're out of order.
That's not greed. Listen,
that's greed.
That was quite cheap.
It's like Liverpool. You're like Liverpool. You are greedy. You want everyone. You want all the money.
No, I'm not.
Should have done it for £8. You lost out. Someone has to go and they got to walk home now.
In this cold.
Listen, no, she's booked it. She's booked it anyway. But forget about the customer, Jimmy. I mean, why can't they do it? Why can't they do it? You're not giving me a good answer. You just saying...
It's because Arsenal won't drop 10 points.
Of course they will.
Not 10. With us without dropping 10 either. It won't, yeah. Look, we can close a gap.
Jermaine, they will. You're talking about Arsenal here. They're not Manchester City, are they?
Well, Man City are above you.
Yeah, Man City.
So you've got to get past them as well.
They're only 8 points.
We have to play Man City and Arsenal. We have to play them.
But even if we do, we take, that's still 7 points then. We take 3 points off them.
Yeah, but when it comes to the end of the season, Tom...
No, you're going on like you're blitzing everyone. You just beat Wolves today. They've got 2 points. You beat them 2-1.
Yeah, but we should listen. Like I said to you, it's about muscle memory, isn't it?
Muscle memory, mate. What are you on about muscle memory? You're chatting absolute garbage.
Come on.
Listen,
no,
Mo, get yourself back to getting some calls. Go and book some taxis and stop ripping everyone off. All right, keep your calls coming in. 03717 22 3344. Yeah, you're listening to the Game Day phone in on talkSPORT. Me, Jermaine, and Jermaine Pennant. Let's take a look at the latest odds in that 5:30 game. All thanks to Betfair.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Play in a different league this season with Safe Sum from Betfair. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Yeah, it is 1-0 to Chelsea against Aston Villa. Chelsea to win is 4-1 on. The draw is 9-2. Aston Villa to win is 12-1. That's all thanks to Betfair. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Play in a different league this season with Safe Sum from Betfair. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Right, we've got some Arsenal fans waiting to speak to us, but first, let's hear from Brighton manager Fabian Herzler following today's 2-1 loss at the Emirates.
Why do you think your team were so passive in the first half? Because you've had some good results here in recent seasons, but there didn't seem to be a lot of belief in the opening 45 minutes.
We didn't start well in the game, and then I think it comes a little bit with the confidence, and then like we weren't able to push out like we wanted to push out, and it was a mix between belief and in the pressing, between the belief and our own quality, and I think they were missed in the first half.
And the second goal, obviously, from a set piece, we know how good Arsenal are at those, but how disappointed were you with your team's defending for that one?
Yeah, I think no one wants to shoot an own goal. It's an unlucky goal. We have to analyse it, but overall, we defended them quite well, so we have to keep going.
Yeah, that was Fabian Herzler speaking after the game. Let's go to Femi. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Femi?
Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm all right, Fem. Convinced with Arsenal at the minute?
I'm just totally underwhelmed. Let me tell you, I've been an Arsenal fan I'm 57 years old. I've been an Arsenal fan since I was 11 years old. So I've seen the Graham side, I've seen the Wenger side, and then this side. I think we will win the league, but we've got to start dominating games and controlling games. There's a nervousness that's coming into the game. The thing is, even at 2-0 up, I just knew we were going to concede. And the thing is, you saw the reaction of the team when they went off at Wolverhampton. They were really angry at the way they performed. Obviously, losing against Villa, I think we've got to pick up our performances. But it's just gone backwards since then. Let me tell you, was it the Everton game? We won. We just won. Everton nearly came back. Yeah, Crystal Palace game. I know it's a different competition, Carabao Cup. I just knew it. Even when we went 1-0 up, I was waiting for a mistake to happen. Where is this nervousness coming from? Why don't we assert ourselves in these games? This is a worrying thing. And another point I need to make. They talk about everybody talks about the Arsenal squad. Arteta isn't using his squad, and it's criminal that he's not using Nwaneri and Eze. You know, the midfield always stays the same. Look, I do admire Rice, a good player, but one thing Arsenal haven't got is a midfielder like a Lampard that can change a game, that comes in the box, drops his shoulder, beats two defenders and scores a goal. We haven't got a Fabregas, we haven't got a Bergkamp, and our football is so sterile and boring sometimes. Too many touches in midfield, Mourinho and Odegaard. They're not moving the ball quick enough, and it's boring to watch. And we can't play like that. And unless we start dominating games, we are not going to win the league.
Well, I tell you where you said that nervousness is coming from. You know, I think you was probably about 10 points clear of the nearest challenger, and you was cruising. You was. And everyone was telling you straight away, yeah, look at Arsenal, strong, look like they're going to win a league, turning over teams left, right and centre. Now, Man City are in the mix. Now, Man City are chasing you again. And we all know what Man City come with in their history when they're chasing teams. And now that, you know, before the game, Man City were then now top of the league. This nervousness now is a bit of the past seasons of what it's like when you're going head toe-to-toe with Man City. The nervousness now. Every game now is like, oh, my God, if we draw, Man City are going to be top of the league. And then we're going to be chasing Man City. So this is a territory where Arsenal have obviously not won the league, and that pressure each season builds and builds and builds and gets harder and harder and harder. And this is where the nervousness starts to creep in.
I know, but the thing is, I quit. The managers, the thing is, like you said, we've been through this the last 2 or 3 seasons, but this shit doesn't make us strong, because what doesn't kill you should make you stronger. Arsenal now should have the mental capacity to win the league. Even if we didn't have the squad, they've been through it. They know what needs to be done. They need to.
But you are stronger, though. You are stronger than last season.
Yeah, we are stronger, but we haven't got the mental fortitude. We've got the ability, but the mental.
You say that, but you have. But at the moment, you have, because you've won the game, and you're not playing brilliant, but you've won the game.
That's a sign of champions.
You know, I know what you're saying, and you're saying there's a nervousness there and a mentality, whatever. Yeah, but you're still top. You've won.
All right, can I ask you as a footballer? Can I ask you something, Jamie? Watching this Nwaneri situation, do you think there's something personal happening? How can you not have a young player like that who's a very good
He's trying to win the league. Who cares? He's trying to win the league. If he doesn't think Nwaneri can go out there and make a difference, then he's not going to put him on the pitch. It's not a charity.
But I know he's not a charity. I know that some players... Right. But I'm not going to talk about it. We've got players. Why don't we change it? Like when Brighton score, we bring on defenders. Same players are going off. Why don't we just bring on attacking players? And I put on Martinelli and Jesus. But what about Eze?
Because I think
he's brought on Martinelli and Jesus.
I know, but we still look very one-dimensional.
But if you bring on Eze as well, he's seeing that Brighton are now got a foot in this game and giving us a bit of more trouble than first off. So if we take the defensive side away, that plays into their hands. So at the you've got to have a balance. Bring on some players.
You're right, but it's a balance, right? All right, fair enough. But there are times why can't we partner players? It's the same old midfield. And when they put Odegaard, Mourinho, and Zubimendi, they can play badly, but they're guaranteed to start next game. Even though I thought that Eze and Madueke were very good in the week, they were dropped. Madueke scores 2 goals against in the Belgian side in the cup, dropped. He doesn't rotate properly. He's not. I think he'll win the league. I'm just totally underwhelmed.
They played midweek, so he's thinking fresh legs. Let's rest them. They started in the midweek game against Palace, which went to penalties.
I just like entertaining football.
Okay, here's a question for you, though, Femi. Do you want entertaining football or do you want to win the league?
Honestly, I just want to get the balance right.
No, because you was about to say you'd rather entertaining football.
Okay. Listen to me. I'll be disappointed if we win the league and we play like this. I'll be disappointed.
Shut up! What are you on about, Femi? What are you talking about? If you win the league, you won't be happy because you've played this way.
Yeah, it's boring. Remember, who's your colleague?
Cundy.
Jason Cundy. Cundy said that Liverpool won the league, but they weren't playing well. And
do you think Liverpool fans care how they play?
I was over the moon.
They won the league.
May 24th, I was over the moon.
Femi, what are you talking about? Who cares how you play as long as you win? If you win, that's all that matters. I've watched Arsenal this season. They've been breathtaking in some moments. All right, you ain't been brilliant in certain games. You're not gonna be
amazing,
unreal every single week. It ain't gonna happen. You've got to find out. You've got to grind out results. You've got to find wins, and that's what Arsenal are doing. If you win the league, you've had an unbelievable season. No one's gonna remember how you played in that season. No one.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, this one is I'm not convinced.
Jeez. All right, fair. That's unbelievable. It doesn't matter how you win the league. You win the league, you win the league.
I don't care if you stink the league out and win it. I'm cheering like the best team in the world.
Unbelievable. All right, well, we're going to get to Moose just after the break as well. Keep your calls coming in, though. 03 717 22 3344.
26k for 2026 on talkSPORT.
Yeah, talkSPORT already looking ahead to an exciting year 2026 will bring. We're giving you the chance to win a massive 26 grand. What better way to kick off 2026 and with some serious cash? 26 grand. It's our biggest New Year cash giveaway, and it could be yours. It's 26k for 2026. Here's how to enter. For your chance to win, text WIN to 83338. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or call 0343 4239 761. Lines closed 12 p.m. 9th of January 2026. That's when you'll need to answer your phone if it rings. UK residents only, 18 plus. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com/win. So for your chance to win some money, text WIN to 83338 now. Good luck. Right, let's get back to some calls. Let's go to Dan. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Dan.
All right, Jamie. How's it going, mate? You all right?
I'm all right, Dan. I'm all right. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not bad, mate. This Femi, he's wound me up, mate. I tell you, he's wound me up.
Go
and
on.
you know what? It's indicative of the Twitterati sort of short attention span TikToker mindset of the Arsenal fan community these days. It's almost as if we're not top of the league, mate. It's crazy.
He wants to see exciting football.
And we're still top of the league. We're still top of the Champions League. Why are these people coming on moaning as if we're in the relegation zone? It's absolute crackers, mate.
Yeah, it is a bizarre one. Like we said, and me and Jay touched on, is that, 38 games, you are not going to play amazing football every single game. There is some teams and some teams who you come up against who are going to make it horrible. We're going to sit back, make it difficult, and you got to slug it out. Whether it's an own goal, whether it's a penalty, whether it's a last-minute winner, that will win you championships. And you got to go through that little rough spell at times.
Dan, are you a little bit worried though? I think Femi's wrong. He wants to see entertaining football more than winning the league, which is unbelievable to me. But you are unconvincing in terms of really blowing teams away when probably you should.
I'd say, do you know what, to be honest, I'd say that's a mixed mindset, because on one hand, these are the same people that turn around and say, we should, under the Wenger years, we should have got in Mourinho. I really don't care. I just want a trophy. I'm not worried about the football. And then when we actually do that and apply that sort of mentality, go 2-0 up, grind out 1-0 results, these are the same people that are moaning they want flashy football.
Well, Femi phoned us back, Dan. Dan,
absolutely dominated Palace midweek. We should have been 3-0 up before it went to 1-1.
Femi's phoned us back. Femi, are you there?
3-0.
I'm here.
Yeah, these people crazy, man.
Femi, he's calling you a TikTok Arsenal fan.
I'm not a TikTok. You know what? I've been an Arsenal fan for over 40 years. I'm not a TikTok Arsenal fan.
I've been done 35 years as well, mate. It doesn't mean your brain is fried by TikTok.
No, I'm not saying that.
You can only concentrate for 60 seconds at a time, bro.
But you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. But I just want to be entertained. The football we're playing the last few games.
So do you want to be entertained or you want to win the league? What do you want?
I want both. I want both. It's possible. It's possible.
Okay. So were you entertained when we beat Club Brugge 3-0?
Sorry?
Were you entertained when we beat Club Brugge 3-0?
Yeah, of course I was. That was entertaining football. When we beat Spurs 4-1, when we beat Bayern.
So were you entertained when we dominated Palace at the start of the first half again in the Carabao? Were you entertained?
That was entertaining, but we should have been out of sight. We should have scored more goals.
You're living in cloud cuckoo land. Not everyone can have Haaland and Pep. Not everyone can have it. It just doesn't work like that. That's not the way football works, mate.
Telling you, let's
live in the real world. We're top of the league.
Living in the real
world. You know what? It's this sort of mentality which probably causes the anxiousness that you're talking about, which I don't really believe is the case anyway. I think we dominate games. We will go 2-0 up, and everyone makes a mistake from time to time. I think everyone just needs to slow the road. Like I say, we're top of the league. And to be honest, I need to get off the call because I'm on the M25, mate.
Okay.
So, yeah. Cheers, boys. Speak to you later. Bye.
Bye. We can't
Femi,
yeah.
you've annoyed Arsenal fans, mate. You've annoyed them.
I hope so. I'm just telling you the truth.
I hope so.
We can't continue playing like this. We can't continue playing this brand of football and hope to win the league. It's boring. We're 10 goals behind City. If it comes down to it, it's boring.
You're 2 points above them.
Yeah, but we're gonna get caught out. If we play like this way against Villa, if we're not controlling the games and putting them to the sword, we're gonna lose.
We got beat by Villa.
I know. If we play like we did today against Brighton, if we play like that against Villa on Tuesday, we're going to get beaten.
Well, we'll see. Femi, listen, mate. Thanks for your call. Thanks for phoning up.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to Adam. He's a Wolves fan. All right, Ad.
How you doing? You all right, mate?
I'm all right, Ad. I'm all right. Better than you.
Good. Oh, mate, it's hard work at the minute.
Oh, mate. Look, there's a way to go down, right? And you can go down fighting. But what I'm watching from this team and this Wolves squad is embarrassing, mate.
It's poor.
You got 2
It's
points.
poor, mate. It's poor. Mate, I want to pick up on something that Jermaine said when he said about having 2 points and you've just got to find a way to win a game of football or at least get something out of a game of football. And we just don't look like getting anything out of a game of football. And, like, when we had Pereira, we were bad. But Edwards has come in, and you're supposed to look for some sort of uplift or some sort of bounce.
Yeah.
And now he's played 7, he's lost 7. We've got United away, West Ham at home, Everton away. It could easily be like played 10, lost 10. I mean, when do you start having a conversation about what Edwards is doing?
Well, look, I said this, right? Rob made a big call leaving Middlesbrough to go to Wolves. It's a sinking ship, right? But
yeah, and he took a big risk doing that on his own credibility.
Big risk. He has, but the thing is, he's a Wolves boy. He wants to be there, and I get why he's there. But the problem you've got is when you go into a club like that. I've been there at Wolves when it's going south, it's going down, and you can't find a win. Manager gets a sack, another manager comes in, can't get a win, he gets a sack. And I know you've brought Rob in for the Championship, right? That's what I think they've done. They've looked at the bigger picture. But if you keep losing and he loses 10, 15 games on the bounce, eventually the fans are going to go, hold on a minute. What's this gaffer about? Because this is terrible.
You've got to find a way to get a result, and you've got to find a way to win a game of football. Now, if you've played 7, you've lost 7, you haven't looked like winning, and you look like you're sort of going backwards rather than going forwards with a new manager. Like, I'm not saying you pull the trigger now, but some questions have got to be asked sooner or later.
You're going to sack the manager now, though, are you? I mean, you can't be talking about. You've brought Rob Edwards in for the Championship, so regardless of what happens, he ain't going nowhere.
No, but even if you've got one eye on the Championship, you would still expect to see some sort of uplift and some results coming from somewhere. I'm not saying pull the trigger today. But if you go on now, these next 3 games, and that figure reads played 10, lost 10, surely you've got to be looking at asking a question, haven't you?
No, you do. You do. You know, once the fans start turning, the board will start listening. Because the fans do have a lot of say. They do. If they turn on the manager, turn on the team, and booing and you're hearing rumours of we need out and banners.
Yeah,
they will start going. Okay, yeah.
But you've brought him in for
let's keep the fans happy.
But you've brought him in for the Championship, though, Ad. You've succumbed to the fact that you're going down.
I know, but I don't think the board. Yes, they brought him in for that reason, but I don't think the board say we're going to bring him in just in case we get a Championship, but we're going to win. We're going to lose 10 in the spin. I don't think they envision that. They'll nick a draw, they'll nick a win here and there on the road and whatnot, but still have 2 points.
So, Ad, how many points does Rob Edwards need to get for you to support him in the Championship next season? Because that's where you're going.
He's got to get past Derby's record. I mean, the thing is, we know we're going down. All Wolves fans will tell you we know we're going down, but you at least want to see some sort of improvement in the way that we play football. And you can't be not breaking double figures. I mean, you'd back like a mid-table Championship side being on more points than what we are, wouldn't you?
Well, you would. It's just one win.
Look, it's tough. It's tough. But you expect to win one game. You expect to win one game.
Well, you find a result and you find a way to grind something out. At the minute, it's just, I don't know. It's poor, I think. You know what I mean?
No, listen, I'm with you. I get why you brought him in, but I also think that he does have to get some results. He can't just think this is a free ride until the Championship, because the fans, the problem is all right, you can write this season off and start again next season, but if you've got the same players with the same squad who have been getting beat every week and you end up with 4 points and you go into the Championship with that same squad, done it, I've done it at Wolves. I was there. You lose again. You carry on losing.
Yeah, you're getting
because the Championship's relentless as well, and it ain't easy. And if you're your mentality is to get beat every week, and the fans ain't really behind the gaffer because you've watched them get pumped in the Premier League, all of a sudden you get 5 games in the Championship and you've lost 4 of them.
Absolutely. And this is my point. You have to accept that you're going down, but they keep saying going down with the fight, etc., etc. But you've just got to find a way to get some results. And played 7, lost 7. For me, I don't know. We need to see something quicker than what we're seeing. It really.
No, I agree. I agree. Ad, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. Let's get an update in the 5:30 game moves.
Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 0. Aston Villa have been poor tonight, and Chelsea have been going at them in the second half and could have had a penalty. Interesting to see what you two think. Ball played in from the left-hand side, looking for at the far post Pedro Neto. It went off Ian Matson's arm. He wasn't looking. It was inadvertent, but it did take the ball out for a corner. VAR had a briefest of brief checks and said play on. Chelsea wanted a penalty. At the other end, Villa have made changes now. Ollie Watkins has just come onto the pitch. He's got the ball actually just outside the area. Slips in. Kamara, and a good save by Robert Sanchez coming out of the feet of the Villa man. Chelsea 1, Villa 0, an hour gone.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Play in a different league this season with Safe Sum from Betfair. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
It's actually a really good chance there. He should have gone round Sanchez. He would have got a penalty, yeah. Let's take a look at the latest odds in that 5:30 game. Well, thanks to Betfair. Is Chelsea 1-0. Chelsea to win 9-2 on. The draw is 9-2. And Aston Villa to win is 16-1. That's all thanks to Betfair 18 plus. BeGambleaware.org.
Odds update on talkSPORT with Betfair. Play in a different league this season with Safe Sum from Betfair. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
Right, we're asking next whether Man City's winning goal against Nottingham Forest should have stood. Sean Dyche doesn't think so. We're going to have that chat in a minute. There's been a goal. Stamford Bridge, Moose.
Chelsea 1, Villa 1, the equaliser on 62 minutes, scored by Ollie Watkins. It was Morgan Rogers' through ball between the two centre-halves. Far too much space for them. He could have driven the cruise ship through them. Watkins in on goal, actually got his shot away. It came back off Sanchez, hit Watkins again on the shin and went past Sanchez into the back of the net. Villa have been poor up to now, but I tell you what, they don't half fancy going for another victory. It's Chelsea 1, Villa 1, 25 to go.
Okay, time now to discuss some of the main topics of the day, all thanks to Betfair.
Topic of the day on talkSPORT with Betfair. 18+ gambleaware.org.
Yeah, in the early game, Man City beat Nottingham Forest 2-1 away, but Sean Dyche wasn't too pleased about Cherky's winner. Here's why.
Very frustrated, actually, more frustrated by the officials' performance today. And as managers, we try not to mention it, but it had such an impact on the game today. Because the players have given a real shift tactically, the energy and the commitment to the cause, but also some of the quality today when we can play, because it's hard against these sides. You know, Man City keep the ball and they probe and they work. And I think you've got to find your chances when you can. And I think in the first half we had the best chance of the game. I think our keeper hardly done anything in that period. And then the second half they had a couple of chances, but we find a fine goal to get back in it. And then they score from a, you know, I'd love to think that you get parity, but I said to the fourth all the way through the game, as long as we get parity, no problem. But guess what? Morgan Gibbs-White is clearly pushed to the floor. VAR, apparently, I don't know whether they don't see it, whatever they're giving it for. I've already asked for the report because I cannot fathom VAR at the minute. I'm sure lots of us can't. It's clearly obvious Morgan Gibbs-White gets pushed to the floor for no reason at all. So now that's a keeper. Do you think they give a foul? Of course they give a foul. So why isn't it giving us a foul? And they score, and you know, another big one for them in the title race, but hard on us. And it always seems that them big clubs get them decisions.
I have to say, that's Sean Dyche speaking. I don't agree with him.
No.
Morgan Gibbs-White gets pushed. Nico O'Reilly. It's not. Listen, it's so soft. Morgan Gibbs-White is looking for it. It's so soft. He goes down. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is.
Coming from Sean Dyche.
Exactly what it is.
Coming from Sean Dyche, the way he plays football, the way he used to play football back in the days. Well, I know it's all changed now, but you know, he's tough. His team is solid. That for him, you know, looking for that. It's begging.
That's the other way round, right? And Nottingham Forest scored that goal, and it gets ruled out because of that. He would be going mental after the game. Be fuming.
This is a disgrace.
It's disgrace. But
It'll be a Drogba moment.
Because it goes against him in that moment, and all of a sudden, it's a foul. Like, no, it's not a foul. That is nowhere near. It goes down. He's soft, Morgan Gibbs-White. Stay on your feet.
Yeah.
You're looking for it, and they scored a goal. And Morgan Gibbs-White, by the way, gets up anyway, and it goes for his legs for the strike. So no problem with that whatsoever. Sean Dyche, can't believe he's coming out trying to say that the hardest man in football, should we say, in the Premier League in terms of being a manager, and he's moaning about the softest push I've ever seen in my life. No way, I'm not having it. But look, just on the game, Man City, it's a decent performance for them. They went top of the table. Ryan Cherky is looking the real deal. He's looking like a bit of a sign in the summer.
Yeah, 35 million from Lyon. And when he played in the Champions League against Man United, it might not be the Europa League, he was fantastic. And I was thinking, when there's rumours about him leaving and coming to the Premier League, I was like, oh, Liverpool, you could do with a player like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, he came in, had a little slow start, but you are going to do that in the Premier League. You know, coming from the French league, coming from any other league apart from...
Yeah.
It takes time.
Yeah.
And now we're seeing Cherky.
Yeah.
You know, we're seeing how good he is.
No, I agree. When I'm watching him play now, I'm looking like... the biggest problem, me and Cundy were talking about it, start of the season, they look like they're playing well going forward, right? You got Haaland banging in goals, Foden looking good, but at the back, all of a sudden they were ropey. But it seems like that's kind of stopped. They've gone a bit more solid. They look solid. Nico O'Reilly at left back, I think he's been absolutely revelation for them. I think they're the team to beat. I genuinely believe Man City are. I know Arsenal are top, but the way they're playing, I think Man City are the favourites.
Yeah,
they've been there, they've done it. They know how to win. They know how to handle pressure. They've got the mentality to win titles. They got Haaland up front. I genuinely think they're favourites.
I have to agree, and I'm only saying this is because if you give, say, 10 points difference to City and Arsenal, probably can go, okay, yeah, Arsenal may be favourites, but the fact that it's only 2 points. Arsenal also have to go to Etihad. you're putting Man City as favourites because they've got the know-how.
Yeah.
They know, they've been there. They've just got this knack of winning games. And when Man City go to these teams away, like just for example Everton or Villa, Brighton away, they're Bournemouth. I look at Man City and I go, right, no, they've got this. They're going to win this.
Yeah.
Well, you look at other teams, you're like, they should win it, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Over Man City, you're just confident that no, they're going to win this game.
Yeah.
And that's why, for me, I just think they are favourites because they will win more games, whether it's a last-minute winner, than the rest over the next 20 games.
No, I agree with you. They're looking good, I think, Man City. They've put their foot down, that's for sure. That was a look at some of the main topics of the day. All thanks to Betfair 18+. Began.org.
Topic of the day on talkSPORT with Betfair. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Right, we'll get back to Moose just after the break. This game has really livened up. End-to-end football. We'll get to him. But keep your calls coming in. A few more to get through. 03 717 22 3344. You're listening to the Game Day phone in on talkSPORT. Me, Jermaine, Pennant, 03 717 22 3344 is the number to call for your say on any of today's football. Rory Jennings follows us from 7:30, taking calls on Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Then it's fight night. Andy Clark and Spencer Oliver from 9. Now, though, we're continuing to take calls on a bumper Saturday afternoon of Premier League action.
Guardiola heads it down. It comes back to Cherki, who's right footed shot. It's into the corner. It's a brilliant finish from Ryan Cherki. Back to the top of the table temporarily. Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 2.
And Arsenal are going back to the top of the Premier League, and it's an own goal from Jorginho Ruter. Yet another own goal. Some ex-Arsenal players think they're not lucky. Are you sure? Finishes here. Arsenal 2, Brighton 1.
Could be a second here. Indeed, there is. And it's Florian Wirtz who's got it. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1.
Kevin Schade is a hat-trick hero. Brentford 4, Bournemouth 1.
West Ham 0, Fulham 1. Raul Jimenez has nodded Fulham in front. Loud boos around London Stadium again. West Ham in a whole host of trouble right now. West Ham United 0, Fulham 1.
It's finished Burnley 0, Everton 0. 16 shots in this game, not one on target, but a decent result for both sides.
Yeah, that's how all of today's action has sounded across the talkSPORT network. Let's check in, though. Ian Abraham's watching Chelsea v Villa.
Quarter of an hour to go. Chelsea 1, Villa 1. Chelsea have a free kick actually just outside the Villa penalty area. No Cole Palmer on the pitch to take it. He was replaced a couple of minutes ago by Esteval. And I tell you what, Cole Palmer did not look happy about being taken off either. Didn't seem to shake the hand of Willy Caballero, who's on the sidelines today because the manager, Enzo Maresca, is in the stands serving a touchline ban. Villa, though, have had two great chances since equalising through Ollie Watkins. Ian Matson with a shot saved one-handed by Robert Sanchez, and then a free kick taken by Morgan Rogers, which landed on the roof of the net and wasn't very far away from going in. This game has changed completely since Villa equalised. 14 to go. Chelsea 1, Villa 1.
Yeah, it's looking good, that game. Brilliant game of action there, and Villa got themselves right back in it. Ollie Watkins coming on making a difference.
Yeah, this game is absolutely open. It's end to end. You don't know which way it's going to go, but since that goal's gone in, Villa are really on the front foot.
Yeah.
Watkins is making a massive nuisance and a difference for him.
Yeah, let's get back to some of the calls, though. Let's go to Charlie. He's a Liverpool fan. Right, Joel?
How are you, lads? Happy Christmas. You both okay?
Yeah, Merry Christmas,
Thank you,
mate.
Merry Christmas.
Look, Charles, a decent result today. It's a win that you needed. Florian Wirtz, I thought, was superb, I have to say.
Oh, yeah. The first half, I'm just heading back from the game now, and everyone there, as soon as he got the ball, he looked unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what we're missing. And I spoke to some of the fans there today.
Yeah.
And I got asked the question, would you take Jordan Henderson back in this team? And I want to see your thoughts, because if we could take Henderson back, say it's a £10 million fee, I would be all over that, because we go into the half-time winning 2-0, absolutely battering Wolves, and we come out, we get a stupid chance, and we concede off a corner 10 minutes into the second half. And then our bottle goes. It's like watching Arsenal at the back end of the season, mate. The bottle goes, and we need Henderson or someone like to.
The reason you're saying Henderson, I'm guessing, is because you're saying you're lacking a little bit of leadership in the middle of the park.
Yeah, like.
I mean, but you ain't going to sign Henderson, are you?
No, of course not. But I'd take him.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I get it. Because Henderson is one of them players who can control a midfield without even having the ball, right? He's a leader. He can talk. He can communicate.
But this is not a single player individual. It's a team thing.
Yeah.
This is the team, the mentality they got, that when they concede, they think, oh, we're on the back foot, let's not concede another. Where they think, okay, you scored one, that's fine. We're going to go and score another, though. Don't worry. But they've not got that mentality yet. So I don't think getting Jordan Henderson would actually change that. It's a team mentality.
I actually agree with him. Look, I know they're not going to sign Jordan Henderson, but I agree with what he's saying. I think Liverpool do need a player in that team who can control the team. A bit like Declan Rice at Arsenal, right? He knows how to get the team together, communicate, talk. You get in here, you drop in. You can dictate without even having the ball. Jordan Henderson's always been that player. That's why he's still, involved with England, right? Because he's a player. I actually agree with Charles. They're not going to sign Jordan Henderson, but can they find? Can you find someone who's like that?
And that's the thing.
I don't know if their midfielders exist anymore, Charles. I'll be honest. I think they're right. I think them players are dying out of the game.
Yeah, I agree. And we have Andy Robertson, and we've got Virgil van Dijk as well. And
yeah, but you need someone in the middle of the park, right? That centre midfield player who is the dictator, the captain of a side. I don't know if they exist. Declan Rice. I mean, name me more of them. Name me some of them.
Got Rodrigo, but he's injured.
Rodri,
Rodri.
Rodri's one of them. Yeah, but how many of them are around? I don't know if there's many around.
No, the top elite number 6s. There's not many around.
Works so much because.
No, yeah. So you're telling me if you'd go and sign Jordan Henderson, you'd actually go and sign him?
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, not for what Liverpool need and the way they play. Is not.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
All right, Charles. Listen, mate. Thanks for your call. Just on Liverpool. You said to me earlier, have you seen our bench? It's a bit young. Do you think they need to spend more money?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think they're one injury away of literally collapsing and having no striker at all. If Ekitike got injured, they'll be down to youngsters.
Yeah, but Isak broke his leg. I mean,
yeah.
You know, how's your luck?
Yeah, I
can't sign another striker, surely.
No, but what I'm
sign a centre half.
No, I understand that as well. If Konate got injured, we're banging trouble. Gomez, you can't rely on him because he gave him 3 games and then is out for 7. So they need to get a centre half. We're not going to have Salah as well. So we need to, and if Ekitike was to get injured, we'll have no striker. There's rumours of maybe Brentford, Thiago, that they're interested. Semenyo, 65 million, they could bring in. So yeah, I think they need to dip into this January transfer window and use it as their summer window. Because they are going to spend in the summer, so you might as well just do it now.
Well, I don't know how much more money they got to spend.
They've got plenty, mate, plenty.
They ain't spent nothing for ages. Right, all right, now it's time for this.
O'Hara and Pennant's weekends, winners and losers.
Yeah, that's time of the weekend. We'll pick 3 winners, 3 losers from this weekend. Jammer, where do you want to start?
Should we start with the losers?
Okay, go on then.
Yep, let's go with Nuno.
Oh,
Nuno.
West Ham.
Espirito Santo. He's having a horrible little start to his campaign.
Yes.
He's gone from Forest looking good in Europe.
Yeah.
Now he's looking good for the Championship.
Oh.
So another loss for Nuno. So unfortunately, Nuno,
he's in there.
Losers this week.
Okay. Who else?
And we're going to throw in Areola for Bournemouth. 4-1.
Mate, what's happened to them?
Whooping.
What has happened to them?
4-1 whooping. At one stage they were sitting in 7th in the league, looking pretty.
Fell apart, they have.
But they're just they've literally just fell off like a cliff.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I don't know if the Semenyo, the speculation around him, caused problems in the camp. I know players.
Nah, I just think sometimes it happens. You see these teams have a little flying start of the season, and then they start finding the feet and coming back.
Got to be careful, Areola. If he don't, he needs to sort that out because he might kill himself for a move.
Yeah, well, if he continues on this path, then teams are like, oh, should we? Really
It's a bit like Thomas Frank, right?
Yeah.
Like you go, right, we're taking one from Brentford. We give him the opportunity at a big club, and you go, oh, actually, I don't know if he has. Is he quite good enough? It's similar with Bournemouth, right? People are looking at him going, he's the next one. We'll take him, and then you look at Bournemouth. All of a sudden, they're losing every week, getting pumped by Brentford.
Yeah.
Going, is he the one?
No.
Go on, what's the last one?
The last one is Burnley's attack.
Burnley's attack? What, the whole attack?
The whole attack, mate.
Yeah.
Brunt, Larson and Fleming had some fantastic opportunities.
One-on-ones.
Talking, what you doing? 16 attempts, none on target in the game.
Oh.
Burnley's attack.
They had one-on-ones as well.
Exactly. So it's not like out of the box and having a shot.
Yeah.
One-on-ones with a goalkeeper. Not even hitting the target. So Burnley's attack.
Yeah, Scott Parker will be pulling his hair out because they should have won that today, to be fair. All right, let's go on to the winners.
So we're going to the winners. We're going to Sade, actually second hat-trick for Brentford this season. Scored 3 goals today in that fantastic 4-1 smashing over Bournemouth. And then the next one we're going to jump into, finally off the mark, Premier League era.
Oh, there's been a goal at the bridge. Ian Abrahams.
7 minutes to go. Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 2. It's going to be 11 in a row in all competitions. 12 from the last 13 in the Premier League. And you can put Villa down as title challengers. Corner played over, and it was headed in powerfully by Ollie Watkins. Brought on as a substitute around about the hour mark. Not a bad sub to bring on. He's scored twice. He's completely changed the game. And Villa, at the moment, are leaving West London with all 3 points. Chelsea 1, Ollie Watkins and Aston Villa 2. Unai Emery is trying to get his team into this title race.
Mate, this is unbelievable. Ollie Watkins comes on, bags 2. They're in the title race.
They are in the title race.
They are in
and
it.
They go to the Emirates next as well. So Arsenal, this could be.
What a header.
Great header.
Oh,
so, anyway, back to our winnings. We're throwing for his first goal this season. But I'm going to now throw in Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins has got to go in there.
He has gone in there.
That is a late shout.
2 games, down the line. 2 goals off the bench. Ollie Watkins is in the winner.
Ollie
alongside
Watkins.
Cherky.
Yeah, well, Cherky's he's out. Cherky's got binned.
He's got binned. He's got an assist and a goal, but get out.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins, fair play. Well done. I mean, we have got 5 minutes plus added on. We'll get back to Moose. That is a big turnaround. Unai Emery doing unbelievable things at this football club. What a time to be an Aston Villa fan, that is. That was our winners and losers. Let's tell you what, though. Let's get an update. Ali Pally, it's just started. Ian Dancer is there watching the World Darts Championships.
I wish I was watching you two gents play darts again, and unfortunately I have to wait a year for that, aren't I, Jamie? But 3 great games coming up tonight in the evening session here at Alexandra Palace as round 3 gets underway. Victories this afternoon for Christoph Ratajski, Luke Woodhouse and Johnny Clayton. First up tonight, Andreas Harrison, the bearded Swede on debut, takes on Germany's Ricardo Pietreczko, otherwise known as Pikachu. Stephen Bunting, the number 4 seed and People's Champion, depends on your point of view. He takes another Englishman, James Hurrell, who saw off Dirk van Dijvenbode in the last round. And then it's the turn of the world champion, the world number 1, Luke Littler. He takes on the man who got Joe Cullen all wound up with apparent gamesmanship in the last round. That's the gentle from Austria, Mensa Suljovic. Action gets underway on the talkSPORT app, the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, and on talkSPORT 2 across the evening for day 14 at the Alexandra Palace.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this New Year's Eve. Party at one of our New Year's Eve events. 34 locations across the UK. Find out more at villagehotels.com.
Right, keep your calls coming in. We've got one more section, plus full time from Stamford Bridge coming up. 03 717 223344. Yeah, you're listening to the GameDay phone in talkSPORT. Me, Jermaine, Pennant. Looking ahead to tomorrow's Premier League games in a moment. But first, we asked whether speculation over Anton Semenyo's future is affecting Bournemouth. Let's hear from manager Andoni Iraola on that.
I don't think it's affecting him. I think he's a very honest player. I suppose there has to be this noise has to affect him, but I don't feel it in the trainings. I don't feel it in the games. I think he's playing like himself, and I hope we can keep him there, because I think he's with better and worse performances, because today definitely wasn't his best game, but I think he's not because he's not trying or he's not. I think he's giving everything.
Yeah, Semenyo is a lot of speculation. We'll see where he ends up. The January transfer window just around the corner. Let's look ahead, though. Tomorrow's Premier League action with Sky Sports.
Stay ahead of the game on talkSPORT with Sky Sports. Stream over 50 live Premier League games this festive month, flexibly with Now. Like Sunderland versus Leeds, live tomorrow. Search Now Sports, 18+, stream via internet, terms apply.
Yeah, big games tomorrow. Sunderland v Leeds, Crystal Palace v Tottenham. I'll start with Sunderland Leeds. Look, big game. You would have thought it would have been a bit of a relegation battle, but Sunderland absolutely flying.
Yeah, Sunderland, a shock team of the season for me. I had them at the relegation. I really did. Yeah. Because I watched them against Sheffield United in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they got whooped.
Yeah.
And, scraped through. And I thought, you're playing like that in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You're not lasting a minute.
Signed 15 players, though.
Yeah. And usually that goes against you.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
For some reason, some way or magic, they've all gelled and have made it work, and they are really, solid team.
Exactly.
Team.
And I think the home form as well, right? You look at the two teams, Leeds as well. Home forms, I said that will keep them up if they play well at home. And Sunderland have definitely done that. They look good at home. Yeah. I mean, they look good away, but made it a bit of a fortress. Played at the Stadium of Light. When it's rocking there, the fans are behind them. 40,000. It's a tough place to go and get a result. I can only see really a Sunderland win here.
I would have said this, if it was a month ago, but losing 6 players to the AFCON and 6 key players as well.
Yeah.
Not just, bench and squad, some key starters that they've lost.
Yeah.
So you probably would say Sunderland, but it's a lot closer, a lot tighter than one would think, because Leeds are in a nice bit of form. Calvert-Lewin, 4 in 4. So he's finding his form now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game.
Yeah. All right. What about Crystal Palace v Tottenham? I mean, look, as a Spurs fan, I don't go into this game with much confidence at the minute. I'll be honest. Our home form's been shocking. Our away form's not much better at the moment. But Thomas Frank, he really does need to pick up some results.
He does. He is under pressure. I think he's under pressure. If he doesn't start picking up results, then we could be seeing the next Premier League manager gone.
I don't know if they'll sack him.
But they shouldn't, because they'll be putting themselves in the same cycle, same circle, going round and round and round, sacking managers, getting someone else in who's out there. You need a bit of stability right now.
The problem he's got is he's left Brentford. Brentford have sold Mbuemo. They sold Wissa, and they look better than they did last season.
Norgard.
Yeah, and it's like, hold on a minute. Was Thomas Frank the magician that we thought at Brentford, or was it that Brentford had just got a really good structure at the football club? A bit like Brighton, where don't really the manager helps, but it's all about the recruitment and the players that they have, the group of players there, the staff and everything. That's what made them really good. And I think that's Tottenham players and fans will look at it and go, we've got Brentford, I think, next week, and if we don't beat them again, and Brentford are way above us in the table, I would start looking at the board at Tottenham and thinking maybe they might make a change. But it's early days. I just don't know. There's loads to go. Crystal Palace ain't much better though at the moment. They're okay, but they ain't been anything special.
No, they haven't. But they're putting a solid display against Arsenal. That can give them a lot of confidence going to penalties. And at Sellers Park, it's difficult though.
Yeah,
it's a difficult place to go, difficult ground, hostile. So
yeah,
it's going to be a tight one.
All right, I'm going to get up to Moose because we are closing in at full time. Stamford Bridge.
Chelsea 1, Villa 2. Chelsea have a throw deep inside their own half, but it looks as if it's going to be a Villa victory here. Reece James has just dollied the ball in towards Caicedo, tries to help it up towards Liam Delap, but Villa's defence has been excellent since they got level, and certainly since they've been in front. And the referee, Stuart Atwell, has played the 5 minutes which have been allowed for the extra time period. There have been no stoppages in it, so this surely will be Chelsea's last chance. They have the ball over on the far side of the pitch, but they're quickly being closed down by Aston Villa, and that's been the story actually. Villa in the second half have been superb and have won the game as the referee blows his whistle. Another victory for Villa, 12 in a row in all competitions, and that's a fantastic record that they've run up. Next they go to Arsenal, of course. Tail of the tape, Chelsea led after dominating the first period. A goal was scored when Reece James's corner went in of João Pedro to make it 1-0. But in the second half, Aston Villa, who were lacklustre in the first period, certainly improved. They threw on Ollie Watkins on 58 minutes. 5 minutes later, he'd equalised, running through on Robert Sanchez and scoring. And 20 minutes after that, he headed in a winner from a corner on the far side. Villa are certainly the real deal and are only 3 points behind Arsenal, who they go to live on talkSPORT on Tuesday. That will be some listen. Finished here, Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 2.
Wow. What a victory. Wow. 12 in a row. Has anyone seen Rory Jennings? Who's on next?
He's on next. He'll be taking some stick. Has anyone seen Cundy? He's been doing that game as well. Wow, unbelievable stuff. What a result. Ollie Watkins comes on, scores 2 goals. I mean, fair play to him, but fair play to Unai Emery and fair play to Aston Villa. What a team this is.
Yeah, they've got the momentum. Like, it's the same when you lose. When you win, you just can't. It's an habit. You can't stop winning. When you get on that boat, on that ride, it's brilliant. And 12 in a row. Phew, I can't wait for this game at Emirates.
Well, they've got Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, that is a massive game coming up for them. But they've got all the confidence, all the momentum. They could go and cause an upset, but, I mean, Chelsea must be kicking themselves. Played well in the first half. Aston Villa weren't great, and they've thrown this game away. Thrown it away. How'd you go and get beat at home when you're trying to get yourselves up there? I mean, what has happened to him? Enzo Maresca's under... I'm telling you, I keep saying it, I keep having a conversation with Cundy. He's under pressure, Enzo Maresca. They expect results. Spent a lot of money. You can't lose these games at home.
Especially his comments he's made as well. Couple of weeks ago,
he did make some big comments.
Yeah, which was, who's it directed at? The players, was it directed at the board? So, and then losing, that's not helping.
It is not helping. Massive, massive result for Aston Villa. I'm just watching Ollie Watkins running over there. The fans, they must be in cloud cuckoo land. What they're doing right now. This is, I did not expect to see this from them.
What is so remarkable is their start of the season, their first 4 to 5 games, they couldn't score a goal. They couldn't buy a win.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, what kind of fortunes change? What his tweets has literally worked miracles. 12 on the bounce.
Unbelievable stuff, and fair play to them. That's it from us, though. Thanks for all your calls over the last 2 hours. I'll be back on the Sports Bar giving Cundy some stick from 10 p.m. on Monday. But keep the calls coming in. And get your calls in now, because Rory Jennings, the Chelsea fan, is up next. 03 717 22 33 44.
Stay ahead of the game on talkSPORT with Sky Sports. Stream over 50 live Premier League games this festive month, flexibly with Now. Like Crystal Palace versus Spurs live tomorrow. Search Now Sports, 18+, stream via internet, terms apply.